On a cold, stormy night in the big city, a lost young woman in crisis finds herself in the office of a wily detective. He invites her to have a cup of coffee. She declines. He then asks her to have a seat, and she begins.
This is why we're here. I've lost someone so very dear.
And what makes you think they've disappeared?
Isn't it clear? I've been looking, I can't find him anywhere.
Well, how long has he been gone?
Ever since the storm's been going on.
Tell me a little more, his going-ons and whereabouts since well about this morning when the morning storm came pouring on and on.
The last I saw him was just before the dawn, you see. When the winds came, they took my lights out. He took a flashlight and said, I'm gonna look to find out where the problem is.
You lost him then?
Yes, that's where my problems all began. I've got no power and no shroud of where my father is.
Ah, so it's your father then?
And all he said was that he promised that he wouldn't stop until he got the problem fixed.
And he's an honest gent?
He never breaks a promise when he promises. Since then I've been wandering and hollering. I thought you'd never leave my side. Where are you? How could you leave me like this? I need you more this time than ever. I can't survive the stormy weather. Do you ever plan on saving me? Or am I bound to wander endlessly? Don't you hear me calling? Nowhere inside and now I'm falling.
Okay, ma'am, now just relax. Let's focus on the facts and see if we can somehow retrace his tracks.
Okay.
Now since you know him well, you know the kind of roads that he's prone to trail, and the kinds of trails he's prone to roam as well. Where might he go for help? Who might he approach to help a voltage fell when dealt a voltage failure blow below the belt?
Help. I've never known him to need it. He's never left me so long as to feel so alone and depleted. In a home with no heat in the cold and not even knowing he's leaving with no hope of retrieving him.
So in the moment you pleaded, and when you called out his name, where were you standing?
I wasn't standing at all, thinking of planning. I just ran screaming. I thought you'd never leave my side. Where are you? How could you leave me like this? I need you more this time than ever. I can't survive the stormy weather. Do you ever plan on saving me? Or am I bound to wander endlessly? Don't you hear me calling? Nowhere inside and now I'm falling.
Now, take me back to the scene where last you were seen.
Detective, do you think my dad is actually okay? Or perhaps he's had some freak accident happen and he's collapsed in a creek or...
Madam, relax. It'll be okay. Now to just lead me down the right avenue. How shall we proceed? To the right or to the left?
Take a right and down the street. You'll make a right around the ravine.
Wow, this rain is really falling. It's rather deep, brackish and green. It's quite appalling.
Another right and up the hill. You know, something quite doesn't feel right still.
About your father?
About the fact he wouldn't bother with a note like any other night. Well, here we are, up this flight.
Yes. Now where's your light switch?
What's the use? There's a busted fuse.
Unless your father's trusty tools have done it, it's worth a shot. I need to hunt for clues.
You're wasting your time, but it's alright.
Leave no stone unturned, madam, or you may never discover light.
Both shocked to find the light suddenly working. It takes a moment before they realize there's a note laying on the table. She picks it up and reads, "Beloved, it took me a while to get the lights on, but I kept my promise. If you need anything, you know where to find me."